Yeah, I'm Chris Mark on the side, and whatever you're expecting from me today, I ain't gonna do it. What I have in store for you is a bit of audience participation. See, I had a friend who ran away from home when he was 30 years old. Don't laugh, he's either homeless now or dead. Think for a second how fucked up your life has to be if that's when you get to it. And after his mom searched the entire state of California, hunted him down, and dragged him back home, he started referring to that day when shit hit the fan as Doomsday. So, when my so-called father died in '96, I wrote a children's book. And I'm going to have Viviana pass around the illustrations so you can get a look at them. That book is part of my new book, Notes from the Exploding Library, which you can get on Amazon for $17.76. But if you want an uncorrected proofreader's copy, I can give that to you for $5, which is less than it cost me. And anyway, that's where you come in, because whenever I say the title of the story, you're going to say it along with me. And that title is Around and About a Day or So Before or After Doomsday. Start off with the first illustration, if you like.
Okay.
Just to set the scene. Wrote this in summer of '96, right after my father died. I woke, and yes, the sun was up, as well it ought to be, and heard a something that was singing in a tree. I shook free of the dust of sleep and wiped away the gray, around and about a day or so before or after Doomsday. I hurried to the window as I heard something like rain, but not a cloud was in the sky. I saw that much was plain. Why wasn't I called down for school early morn on this Tuesday, around and about a day or so before or after Doomsday? I searched the house, bottom to top, found not my dad nor mom, and tried hard not to think of them wished away by a bomb. But bath and dress and breakfast, most important meal each new day, even around and about a day or so before or after Doomsday. Second illustration. No other children did I see as I walked out the door. And no grown-ups on top of that, much stranger all the more. No cat, no dog, no squirrel there. Nope, not even a blue jay. Around and about a day or so before or after Doomsday. I walked and walked for miles until finally I did see the strangest animals in the world, if in the world they should be. A part of me grew scared, but yet another part whooped, hooray! Around and about a day or so before or after Doomsday. I ran and played among them there, glad for the chance to smile. I'd try to find my folks for sure after a little while. But first I'll catalog the lot, though some might call it hearsay. Around and about a day or so before or after Doomsday. Next illustration. Zimmerflunts and Nerfelfloof, and these I'll call Bazoobalus. But if I were to keep them all, I'd have to build some new zoos. And who would come to see them all on this sunny, lonely day? Around and about a day or so before or after Doomsday. Creatures out of imaginings, sprung as if up from deep sleep, that kept me wondering if I should ha or weep. Enough of this fantastic dream. I wished it all fade away, around and about a day or so before or after Doomsday. sudden, I could hear a loud voice say, "Who goes there?" I didn't know just what to do. It came from, well, who knows where? Then silently from down the sky, a spaceship grand made its way around or about a day or so before or after Doomsday. The spaceship landed in the field, flattening all the grass. And yet, I thought it all a dream and wished for it to pass. But I could not deny it, for right before me the proof lay, around and about a day or so before or after Doomsday. The spaceship's port had opened wide. The light almost made me blind. Lo and behold, my eyes did see a sight denied all mankind. A being quite splendiferous rode down the moving stairway, around and about a day or so before or after Doomsday. He wore a spotless three-piece suit, shoes polished to a shine, extended what I'd call it a hand, and placed his card in mine. Smiled a sweet and deadly smile, freshened his throat with breath spray, around and about a day or so before or after Doomsday. "You see," said Mr. Frumerance, who resembled a shark, "we have a lot of spaceships, and we need some place to park. Far off in the Crab Nebulae, we'll finish up this throughway, around and about a day or so before or after Doomsday. Out in Alpha Centauri Bright, past your galactic wall, we'll build the universe's most amazing super wall. You represent the Stumper Sun, is all I would have to say, around and about a day or so before or after Doomsday."
Spaceship.
"You're not supposed to be here, son. This world should have been clean. No pesky native creatures should remain here to be seen. I must deal with you now at once. I cannot afford delay, around and about a day or so before or after Doomsday." "You cannot do this, sir, I plead. Not for my life alone, but for the very planet where billions once made their home. Don't seal its fate forevermore. Don't take it all away, around and about a day or so before or after Doomsday." "More and more interesting, son," said Mr. Frumerance. "It runs against my morals, but I'll give a fighting chance to defend this, your little world. Yes, I'll let you have your say, around and about a day or so before or after Doomsday." And here is Mr. Frumerance.
All right.
"I beg of you, sir, I beg of you a moment, sir, so to collect my thoughts, and separate, as well I should, the shouldn'ts from the oughts. If I were such a lad, well, I would gamble on what you would say, around and about a day or so before or after Doomsday. The while here, I hold it dear, hold nature's beauty high, from fish that swim in the murky deep, to birds soaring high, to all my fellow human beings, who should be allowed to play, around and about a day or so before or after Doomsday." butterfly, the cat's bright eye, the horses in the field, the peacock's wondrous feathers, and the turtle's bony shield. Can you, kind frumarants, declare that they are all in the way, around and about a day or so before or after Doomsday? So many wonders in the world, amazing to behold. No words for what they mean to me, they're more precious than gold. To save them all, kind frumarant, I pledge forever to pray, around and about a day or so before or after Doomsday. I applaud you for stating your case so poetically, but regret to inform you, you mean not a thing to me. Must go about my business, son, and I shall be on my way, around and about a day or so before or after Doomsday. And there he is, patting the little kid on the head as he's about to say that, well, we're going to walk the earth and build a parking lot. With a device upon my ship, I'll wipe out all your kind. This time I shall make sure that I leave none of you behind. Business is such a dirty game, but someone has to pay, around and about a day or so before or after Doomsday. I watched that stately frumarance with his charges depart, and felt a lump the size of Mount Everest on my heart. I'd done my best, but felt that the whole wide world I did betray, around and about a day or so before or after Doomsday. As darkness closed forevermore, I uttered not a word. If I another plea could make, well, no one would have heard. Why bother living at all? I almost wanted to say, around and about a day or so before or after Doomsday. In blackness, I felt something pulling deep inside my head. A shout bid me, awake! And I was here, in my own bed. My mom's calling me down for school, early morn on this Tuesday, around and about a day or so before or after Doomsday. I wouldn't speak a word of this, I promised to myself, but write it down in verse and put it up upon the shelf. If it became more than a dream, I'd know what I know today, around and about a day or so before or after Doomsday. And there it is. Yeah.
Oh, you can show this one.
I can show this one. I will.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, turns out it was all a dream. The world did not end, but just in case, this little kid of about maybe 9 years old, who unsuccessfully tried to defend the world against being blown up to make way for a parking lot. And once again, I do have a new book out called Notes from the Exploding Library. It's on Amazon for like $17.76. That's about the least they let me charge for it. But I got a couple of that's the get writing it down just in case this dream comes true and he has to defend the world single-handedly against being turned into a parking lot.
Is that your art on the cover?
That's my art, yeah. Well, I did all the art with it.
Okie dokie.
It's part comic book, part children's book, part autobiography. And yeah, it's out officially on Amazon, and I got like
Chris?
a very good comics for it. Okay, cool. Yay.